I'm here at the Telus World of Science, where science, technology, and the arts are all coming together for an incredible show that has traveled around the world and is in our city now. Michael is with the project with Northern Gateway Films. Michael, tell me about this exhibit.
Well, this exhibit is a wonderful way to immerse yourself into the art itself. Mostly we've had the chance in the past, if you are lucky enough to see these works of art, these world famous works of art in a museum, you see it from a long distance. And it's even hard to conceptualize and personalize these pieces of art. But here, we put the art in front of you on an IMAX screen that is huge. And you actually feel with the 3D that you're immersed into the picture. So it's like you're in the picture. You can feel the texture of the artist's brushstrokes, but more importantly, with the 3D aspect of it, you're wandering through the countryside where this artist has got his original inspiration from.
So speaking of original inspiration, I think this is so cool because I think it's one of those things that you always think, imagine if you could go into the paintings.
That's right.
So how did this idea come to be?
Well, it has a long history. Some years ago, my business partner in New York, Ed Cassis of Princeton Entertainment Group, was doing 3D concerts about America's wonderful scenery, National Geographic, those kinds of wonderful pictures. And it was a live show with symphony and an orchestra and singers. And then he came to me and said, I want to do this with art. But I need somebody who understands 3D. And fortunately for us, especially here in Edmonton, two gentlemen, Andrew Sholochuk and Dylan Pierce, both were experts. They had just won the Lumiere Award in the United States for their 3D movie of the week. And they were the perfect people. They were so passionate about it. So they brought the 3D to the art. We had artists all over the world and in Edmonton and in New York working together. And it opened live on the stage in Miami. And it has gone, and that was in 2021, 2022. That has started touring. It's played live like that in Miami, Orlando, Tampa, Toronto, Quebec City, Montreal, here in Edmonton, of course. And then the IMAX people, or the people who are showing large screen events, saw it and said it would make a great IMAX movie.
When you think about the work that's been done with this, and you think about an Edmonton-based production company, what impact does that have on the local industry?
Well, the great thing about the large screen, it's a massive painting easel for people to work with, but you have to have one. And when we started working with this show, we had a huge screen, which cost $1 million, and it toured the show around, and we said, well, we needed to do one for ourselves. They financed this huge screen, are doing motion capture, doing movies of the week, especially these holiday Christmas films for Hallmark, which are very popular, and we've been able to do about 8 of them just recently, and allows you to bring any part of the world into your studio and pretend you're there, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between live on location in Chicago, on a balcony on a tower, or being here in Edmonton. And so it's just expanded greatly from there, and we get to use that large screen for the art.
It's absolutely fascinating to hear that, and again, appropriately titled lasting impressions, right? Like leaving such a lasting impression, and especially combining those platforms of the arts, and of course technology. Michael, thank you so much for sharing this story with us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Nancy.